Hi traders, and welcome to today's AUDJPY Securities Forex Market Analysis. My name is Duncan Cooper and I will be your host. Today we'll be focusing on the Australian dollar to the Japanese yen. So first we'll look at the news items coming out for the week, and then we'll have a look at the charts. Hi traders, just at forexfactory.com. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Australian dollar to the Japanese yen. So I just want to look at the news items coming out for the week that can affect that pair. And Tuesday, January the 18th, these times are Queensland time, my time. And today we've got the Japanese outlook report coming out, monetary policy statement coming out through the course of the day, and they don't tend to give the times, so you just have to wait for those to come out. So just be aware that most definitely those items can affect the Aussie to the Japanese yen. Moving through the week, getting into Wednesday, not seeing anything there. But getting into Thursday, 10:30 a.m. my time, we've got the Aussie employment change, unemployment rate coming out. That can definitely affect the Aussie to the yen. And then other than that, it's quite a quiet week for news. Okay, so today we've got the monetary policy statement coming out for Japan. And then on Thursday, the Aussie unemployment rate. Okay, let's get to the charts. Starting with the monthly chart. Now, I last reviewed this pair back in, I think, the end of November, and I was looking at this reversal on the monthly chart, these railroad tracks, and I was expecting a further decline, but support has held at the moment, and we've been having a bit of a rally back up within this range. So just actually going to take that line off at the moment. So this is a monthly chart look. I've just got monthly support and resistance drawn in here. So I've got monthly resistance up here at 85.80. and two levels of support down here at 78.46 and 77.85. You can see that we're kind of in the middle of a range there. It is, in terms of trend, just in an uptrend. We have a higher bottom to a fractional higher top, but I have been considering this maybe a double top for the long term. And MACD maybe is wanting to cross down. If this does cross down, often when you get a cross down, there was a cross down here back in time, you get a major decline. So if we do get a cross down, then this double top that potentially is forming here may become much more of a stronger pattern for a stronger move down over time. Time will tell. For the month at the moment, we have rallied to a higher high than last month, but we are negative for the month. So are we putting in maybe a lower top here and a month down next month? Time will tell. So in true trend structure, this is just holding to an uptrend, rather range bound, maybe a double top forming up here. To the weekly, what I'm seeing is we've declined from that resistance level, 85.80, to a fractional lower bottom, just rallying back up. Are we putting in a lower top here? So let's put in support and resistance. Resistance is this old low here, 83.972. Couple of levels of support on the way down. We've got this old top here at 82.019. And then I'm using this low to the left at 78.838. Alright, so I think last time I did a review, I was looking at this maybe being a potential double top. And if I just draw my fib across the range, then long term, if we do break down through all this support down here, then my long term target would be 69.90 down here, the height of the pattern projected below. But price will need to really, get moving to the downside to even contemplate getting down to that level long term. But that could be a long term move down. Price projection. At the moment, I've got in my weekly level of resistance here that we've held, so I'm thinking that maybe we're putting in a lower top here on the weekly structure at weekly resistance, and then I'm looking for a move down through weekly support at 82.01, coming down to test this strong level of support down at 78.83. So that's my short-term target. Okay, down at support here. To the day chart, what we're seeing is we've moved down to a lower bottom, to a lower top, to a further lower bottom, and we're just pulling up just short of weekly support. Let's just put in support and resistance on the day chart. Just before I do that, just noticing MACD here has a clear cross down, just confirming that top being put in and a change of trend. Okay, so lower top and lower bottoms there. So day support 82.32.3. Resistance is just here at the moment, 82.819. And if we move above that level, there's this resistance level here, 83.73. Alright, so we may be just putting in a short-term bottom here ahead of weekly support, and once we get to the 4-hour chart, we may be just having a rally back up here, and that rally might give you the opportunity to sell the next lower top forming on the day chart for the next move down. So let me move to a 4-hour chart. Just going to draw a fib in from high to low. That's really last week's range, and yesterday's trading we're just holding underneath day resistance at 82.819. Now we might be holding there for a further move down, but logically what I'm looking for is price to move up maybe to the 62% to the 79% area. So if we can move up to that level, so just monitoring price action, can we move up to the 62 or the 79% level or in that area? If we can move up to that area and hold, then I'm going to moving down to a lower time frame, looking for an opportunity to sell for the next decline, and then hopefully the next decline will move through weekly support at 82.019 and then continue down long term down to the 78.83 weekly support level. Now it might take 2 or 3 weeks or even 4 weeks to move down to that level, but that's what I'm looking for. So looking for a rally now for an opportunity to sell for the next move down. Okay traders, that's my analysis for today. Have a great trading week. Look forward to seeing you next time.
Want a real opportunity to improve your trading? Join Duncan Cooper in his free 15-part webinar series designed to help you improve all areas of your trading. The upcoming webinars for this week, 18th of January. During this webinar, you will learn all about support and resistance, how broken support becomes new resistance and broken resistance becomes new support, how to use the support and resistance indicator across multiple time frames. 19th of January, live Forex market review, identifying high probability trading levels. In this webinar, Duncan will analyze the trend, support and resistance and use Fibonacci retracements to identify high probability trading levels on the major currency pairs, plus a live Q&A on your favorite charts. 20th of January, how to determine the market trend across multiple time frames. During this webinar, you will learn how to identify the current market trend. We will look over all aspects of trends, including the mega trend, and again finish with a live chart exercise to cement your learning. Register at the link below.